So I met this beautiful, inspiring person online, and I interviewed her. It kind of was a sales conversation in a way that I'm trying to figure out her needs. And she had many needs, which made me a bit confused. And also, many of the things I had things to say about, so it also confused me because I had things to say about, and I hold myself back because in sales conversation you don't talk about, like, I don't give advice. It's not the place, and I don't know her yet to give advices, even if I have things to say. But it took me a little bit off center, and I had a trigger because she said something that she thinks that is right, and this is the way, and I felt like, but you're not enjoying this way, and you don't see that. So I was kind of stuck on that a little bit too, um, and this is new for me, and and that's amazing learning. I will be a way better practitioner and coach after that whole sales learning, because I do want to be empathetic and agree with whatever people say, because this is how they see the world, and I can't change it anyway if I don't agree with them, the way they see what they see. And and when I see, like, I saw her, like, all the needs she has, um, and I kind of, because I was tired, and I'm tired. Can you see? It's like it. I saw that from the lens of if I can help her or not, of what I can do for her or not. And I think now that I'm talking about it, it was because she said she has a very limited budget. So I said, okay, so if there's no budget, we can. What can she do? Like, I was trying to. It limited me too. I put myself in her frame, and in her way of thinking, instead of staying kind of more outside, more grounded, and really see the big picture. And now that I do see the big picture, I took time to process, of course. I'm actually very inspired by her. She's kind of pretty amazing person, and with an amazing story. And and now I have so much to say more, but also so much more questions, and very interested and curious about her and how to help her get out of the box. We all have boxes. The limiting belief we have is the box we have, and we have some real boxes, some health issues, and circumstances, and the country we are living. Like, this is also boxes. All those boxes can be addressed in one way or another. If you live in a country you don't like, and you really don't want to be there, and you're aware of that, maybe you need to get a passport, like I did. And like, maybe you can do that, so you need to do something else. Maybe you can move to a different city, or maybe, there is so many ways if we're not getting stuck. So whether the limitations are in our mind, or whether the limitations are more, seems to be more real and concrete, like we say, I'm shy. It's more clear that this is also true, but it's also in our mind. But if I say I live in a war zone, it feels very true, and more concrete and more solid. But to say, because I live in a war zone, I cannot do XYZ, is still a mind limitation. And it takes time to see those things, and it takes sometimes somebody else, because our brain created those blocks to protect us, to keep us safe, fur. I was looking for some phrase, in the comfort zone, but not in a bad way. Comfort zone, like, really, we try to protect ourselves, to protect our ego, like this. And this whole comfort zone is about emotional protection. So if we really understand that we try to protect our emotions, when we grow our emotional capacity, we can go faster with all those limitations, see them more clearly, and know exactly what to do and how to process our own emotions, so we can get faster moving forward to where we want to be. Yeah. So this is all my triggers and my how I mishandle this conversation, but how I also going to fix that, and I will. Maybe I'll update you. Ciao, good night.